Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? SP, thank you for your donation. Who else donated? Jessica, thank you for your donation as well. And let's see, I'm about to sneeze. Hang on. All right, I'm done sneezing. The sneezing has concluded. I spared you. I spared you from the sneeze sound. Ain't nobody like that. Ain't nobody like that at all. Okay, browser source. We got that. We're running late. So, okay. Anyway, yeah, Andrew, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Jessica, thank you for your donation. And welcome. Strength, welcome to the stream. SP, thank you for your donation. Charisma, welcome. Jay, what's going on? Good to see everybody tonight. SP is first up. And then it's Jessica. SP, I've not. Any general messages for you? Let's find out. What kind of general things that we can go and do that. Duncan, thank you for your donation as well. Appreciate you. Okay, general messages. Let's find out what's going on. Can we get to the tarot? The tarot tower is live. The camera's live. It's not damaged. It's actually functioning. Let's go with one of the newer decks, which is this one right here. And let's give that a shot and see how that's going to go. Nakona, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. Any general messages? What kind of things can we get into today? We're going to go 1, 2, and 3 for the general and see where this leads us. What kind of things can we get in? Ooh, the tower. Well, there's your general message. I mean, everything's kind of, it's not really crumbling down. The tower, you know, there's another one I need to make a dedicated video for. Sarah and Linda, welcome. How are you doing? The tower doesn't mean everything's crumbling. The tower doesn't mean drastic changes all the time. If it's in there just by itself, maybe. If it's by other cards, you got to look at what is around. The tower next to the Fool, the double majors, the triple majors with the Chariot. The Jay, thank you for your donation. The message is a double movement after change or after dramatic things. I think basically what it's saying is that you need to make drastic change in order to move forward in many of the things that you're trying to get moved forward. You're kind of stuck in a lot of different ways. The general message is how you are stuck or where you're stuck or what you're stuck at. The tower into the Fool. What is preventing me from going on these journeys, from going on this trip? It seems like there are some pending things that just need to be done. But in order to get that, we need to clean up some existing things that are still out there. The tower is things sort of crumbling, is things sort of moving in motion, and the entire read is about motion. I think you're just kind of stalled with a lot of the motion that you want to get done or a lot of the things that you would like to launch forward with. So you're just going to have to kind of you kind of have to wing it at this point and figure out what is the delay, what is the cause of this. Because I don't think there's anything that's super clear to that, but I think if you keep chasing it, if you keep moving forward, I think you will find that indeed. So I think that is going to be important for you. So there's your general message, general messages, general message, things like that. Anyway, I mean, you know, I love the Orion's Animal Tarot is what this is, by the way. Jessica wants to know something. They want to know, JT. Linda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. JT wants to know, internet chat about me. Is there anything on the internet about me? Are these people, Jasmine, thank you for your donation. Are these people posting things on the internet about me? We need to figure out if things are being aligned, if things are being out there, and trying to determine all of that good stuff or bad stuff in that case. Eight of Swords, not really. Three of Pentacles and the Empress. I don't think they're really posting anything about you. No. I really don't think they're posting anything about you. I just don't see it. You would normally see something negative, like maybe the devil or some movement oriented towards that. The Two of Swords is a lot of chatter sometimes, right? So like the birds in many respects. You do have sort of the Eight of Swords here. They're holding back. There's something going on. They're sticking with real life. They're holding back from posting anything out there. You just have the Eight of Swords being the restriction. And so sort of tying this up or tying this in where we just can't get to where we want to be. We just can't do what we want to do as far as sort of getting information out there about you, which is good, They can't do that. So it just feels like they're keeping it within their own circle. Three of Pentacles talks about their circle. You do have these people sort of keeping it within what they're doing, keeping it tight within their circle. But I do think there's chatter going on about that within the circle. Empress says basically don't be worried about it. I don't think that you're going to find anything that's that's just, they kind of know that at some point they get into a lawsuit. So they want to be careful about that. The Empress says, yeah, we're just sort of shying away from that. Not something we want to do at this point, but yeah, there you go. So I don't think that they're actively doing a lot of things on that front. At least that's what the Orion's Animal Tarot is saying to me. And speaking of the next tarot reading, Duncan, how will my music release go? Thanks. Well, you're welcome. Let's go. Let's see. What's a good music? We need a music deck, Andrew. We need a music deck. I want to create one after the Tasty Tarot. We need a music deck. Absolutely. Let's Girl, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I mean, I'm going to need, Andrew, I'm going to need your help on that. I may consult with you or pay you or something like that to get that done. But we need a music deck. We need a music deck. We're going to do that after the Tasty Tarot, or maybe at the same time. I don't know. We definitely need something in that regard, because a music deck, I just don't see one that I like. I don't really see any. I mean, maybe I just don't see any that are there that are dedicated for music. So I don't know. Maybe I could get something down and running, right? Anyway, but have to kind of watch copyright when you start getting into the music section. But yeah, I guess, it could look like James Brown, but it can't be James Brown by name. So I think if you kind of wander over there in that gray area, I think it'd be all right. But yeah, you can't make it look exactly like James Brown and then call it James Brown. I think you get sued. But yeah. Anyway, we definitely need that, especially for these questions. We get a good music question here and there. I mean, I would say once a week, we get a couple of music questions. SP, thank you for your other donation. Anyway, we got a music release. Duncan is putting their music out to the world, and we are pretty excited about it here. The Sun, the Eight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Starts off slow. Not going to lie, starts off a little slow. Page of Wands. And then it picks up steam. I think with any music release, you do kind of have that, you do kind of have that feel of the Page of Wands. It starts out slow sometimes, And it's like, well, this is something that's out there. And then all of a sudden people start hearing it, and then they start asking about it, and then they start looking at it. And the Page of Wands becomes the sun. As you get more exposure, people want to hear this. People are talking about it, and you get on the internet and they start sharing this around. The sun means they are excited about it, and is exposure, much exposure for this. Eight of Wands says, I think it does take off after some time. So I think it's going to go well. Just be patient. It's going to start off slow. As it gets more exposure, it's going to pick up steam and start running quickly like the Eight of Wands. By the way, I just made my own Eight of Wands. If you want to see it, if you don't want to see it, you're going to see it anyway, I guess. But I made a page. I made an Eight of Wands on the Tasty Tarot. Here it is. So that's the Tasty Tarot Eight of Wands. Let me reduce the size. There we go. The Tasty Tarot Eight of Wands. It is a lot of candy. A lot of candy, making some motion, making some movement through the air in a very vibrant way. So there's my latest card in the Tasty Tarot. If you don't know what the Tasty Tarot is, well, you're not on my Instagram. The Instagram is going to be up here momentarily, and you got to get on the Instagram to follow all of the weird and wild things that I do, on a daily basis. So there you go. Okay. Anyway, I think it's going to go well. Just needs to pick up that steam. Jay knows what I'm talking about. Weekend reading. Working all weekend. Supposed to be busy. Jay is going to earn that fat cash this weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Neve, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right. Let's see what Jay's working and getting some fat cash. We're going to get the Tarot of Oppositions for this one. I like it. Like it indeed. Philippe, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. All right. It is tasty and sweet. Somebody said lightning fast information, yet sweet or fiery. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sweet, fiery things. That's all about it. Anyway, all right. Anyway, let's see. The weekend, we're working. We're trying to figure out what's happening. And at the end of that, we're going to have some fat cash in our pocket, hopefully, because of the overtime. Maybe there's overtime, maybe there's not. Let's see kind of what is going to happen with all of this. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory. The Lord of Victory, indeed. I like this. I like this. Even though it is reversed, it just means a different type. I think the weekend goes a little slow. It's like things just aren't moving as quickly as you would like. It goes a little slow. There's some people that you need to contact, people need to get approval from. They just maybe aren't available. So you do have some challenges trying to get that all in. Temperance says it all balances out, though, at the end of the day. Temperance being there, the Justice card being here, the Three of Swords being on this side. It's just, it's a weekend to release some tasks from work. It seems like there are some things building up at work, and you're just not ready for it, or you're just not prepared for it. Kind of putting that off until other people can assist, or putting it off until other people can take a look at it, feels like where it's going to go as far as the weekend is. It does feel like things are a little bit on the unbalanced side. You're going to have to manually balance that out. Temperance being reversed and Justice being right side up, all in the same read, I think is just really fascinating, because Temperance is a level of balance, or it is a level of moving from one thing to the next, or a level of joining in two worlds. It's kind of like basically just a reverse Two of Swords, where you have the various worlds being separated, but the joining of the two worlds. But here it's just not joined. Those two worlds are not combined as they need to be. But Justice card says we do balance that out anyway. So it doesn't matter what kind of things we have coming in. We're able to balance it out. We're able to just make it work this weekend. Star Bright, thank you for your donation. Three of Swords says cut out the middleman. Cut out anything that you can from this. Don't take on things that are just going to be sort of heavy and weighing you down. I don't think anybody got time for that this weekend. Overall, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. It feels like a lot of things need to wait until other people get there. But overall, I think work is going to be great. Work is going to be cool indeed. All right. Speaking of cool, we got Linda. We need to do the other. Renee, thank you for your donation. We need to do the other. We need to do the other PayPal donation from JT. JT wants to know, dodgy behavior be revealed. Let's find out. Dodgy behavior revealed. Okay. Can we reveal the dodgy behavior? There are a couple of revelation cards within here. One being kind of the sun, another being the number 20, the judgment card. Renee, thank you for your other donation. I'm just kind of interested if we get either one of those in here. I mean, you're looking at revelation. You're looking at things being looked upon or being examined with that. 5 Pentacles, the 2 and the 4. I just don't think so. I don't think there's dodgy behavior is going to be revealed in this instance. The 5 of Pentacles being flipped still doesn't fix the issue, or still doesn't fix this thing to where there are some things happening that we're still out in the cold. We're still sort of literally out in the cold in this instance of we just don't know. People don't know. Information has not been revealed. 2 of Swords over here. It does feel like the worlds are being combined a little bit. Like I just talked about the 2 of Swords being the 2 worlds being separated and being apart. With this being reversed into a 4 of Swords. If you wait enough time, some of the behavior will be revealed, but not all of it. I don't think the totality of everything will ever be revealed. I think it'll just be hinted here and there and here and there, and you're just going to have to kind of put up with whatever is revealed and hang on to that and sort of say, look, I mean, that's what I was talking about. Here it's revealed over here. Look and check it out. At least that's what I think. SP, let's see. We got Linda. How will N behave at the pickleball party tomorrow? Wow, we got N is back. N is back, and YouTube users not even here, and N is still back. We can use a Tarot in Wonderland. Yesenia, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. We can use a Tarot in Wonderland kind of a card. A little bit of Alice Red. How you doing? Good to see you. My favorite color. Okay, so how will N behave at the pickleball party tomorrow? I mean, because it's a pickleball party, you can't really misbehave. I mean, who comes into a pickleball party and starts a fight? I mean, I'm just asking, does anybody in chat go to a pickleball party and you like start a fist fight? I mean, let me know. I think it's going to be okay. But we're going to have to see. YouTube users not even here, and we got an in question already. We'll find out how the pickleball play. The 10 of Wands. Okay, well, you know, it looks like a lot of people are not happy to see in. I mean, I'm just sorry. Just look, a lot of people are just not happy to see them. They seem to be dragging in some baggage. I mean, they come in, they got baggage over there, and they're just dragging that baggage in here. Jessica, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. They're dragging it in there. You know who has time for baggage at a pickleball party? Nobody. And that's what I'm saying. The 10 of Wands, right? 8 of Wands, it says they don't stay for long, so I don't think that's going to be a big deal. We have an 8 of Wands in every reading, apparently. I guess because I made one. I mean, maybe subconsciously, I'm picking out 8 of Wands. I am a magician, but I'm not doing it. I promise. Anyway, the 8 of Wands says, you know, not something to be concerned about. Just not something where you just don't want to be. Clumsy clairvoyance. Hey, that sounds like my style. Clumsy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're looking at the Empress as well. Just be comfortable, right? Even if they come in and they do start a fist fight, you just got to be comfortable. 10 of Wands says, ain't nobody got time for them. They don't stay long anyway. They're dragging a bunch of baggage in. You know, 6 of Coins. It feels like people are just giving them advice. If it feels like that giving them advice drives them away. That's a weird reading, Linda. Here's what I'm saying. If anybody comes and they are kind of a Debbie Downer, just start giving them advice. And it feels like giving them advice drives them away. It's like they didn't want advice. They just wanted to bring the mood down. And if they try to do that, just give them advice. And no matter what it is, nobody likes having advice handed to them when they don't ask for it. So, you know, it drives them out. So I think they're going to be okay. Empress is overall, the pickleball party is just fine. I don't think anybody's going to cause a extreme amount of drama. But if they do come in and cause that, you know, just give them the boot. They're not going to stay long anyway. Mary, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate your being here. SP, that's another donation. I have no idea what their question is. Personality traits. I will be marrying. Ooh, what kind of personality traits do they have? Hopefully they enjoy pickleball. SP is what I'm saying. Hopefully they just love the outdoor sports, and that's what I'm saying. Okay, if the Hanged Man, Page of Coins, and the Queen of Cups, they're very passionate about nothing. I mean, normally the Queen of Cups is, it's water of water. How big of a passion do I have? How exciting of a passion do I have? And right next to the Page of Coins, it's like, well, not much. Just the personality of them is they're really chill, maybe too chill. And it turns out that on the outside, they're pretty chill, but on the inside, not so much. Mary P., you can donate whatever you would like. Thank you so much. Strength, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. They're not excited about anything. They seem very, very chill. On the inside, they're not very chill. I think they have a lot of drive and a lot of concern. More concern than anything. I think they are actually a little bit of a gossiper, quite frankly. I mean, the Hanged Hatter, this is somebody that has unique opinions that you've never heard many of the opinions before. You're like, wow, what is going on with this opinion? I've never even heard anybody have that opinion before. What is happening with all of that? But I think that is sort of the personality traits where you headed. SP, overall, they're pretty chill. They do like a little bit of gossip. Being kind of chill, they don't like to get out much. They like camping. I mean, I don't know why. It's just camping is their thing. Anyway, here's the queue in case you want to donate. We are on Linda, so we just have these down here. And it's going pretty quick. It's going pretty good. It's a nice smooth Friday night as we sort of move through the questions. We're all right. Anyway, we got a landlord in court next. We got to take the landlord to court. Oh, my. Stand up in front of a judge and do the justice card thing and just go like that. And we need justice. We need justice. If I need justice in a court case, I'm going to use the This Might Hurt Tarot, because that might hurt indeed, depending upon how you do it, right? Ms. Rocky, welcome. Blessings to you. Good to see you. We do have a jumper tonight. Renee, thank you for your third donation. We got 2 jumpers. Half the reading is already done. Jasmine, half the reading is already completed. We haven't even started. Now, Jazelinda, thank you for your donation. We take them to court. What's going to happen? Will I win? I'm going to say yes. I do say yes. I think you settle. I think you end up settling with this. Nakona, thank you for your donation. 4 of Wands talks about getting into the court. You have the home field advantage. It feels like you have all of the things on your side. You have the documentation. You have all of the things that prove your side, and they really don't have any choice but to, kind of concede at some point, because they're like, okay, I can pay all these lawyer fees over and over and over, endless lawyer fees, or I can just do a Knight of Swords and pay up and leave. I think they come to a settlement and you get a little bit of money out of it. I think you do get money. The Knight of Swords talks about them leaving early, them saying, that's a lot of lawyers' fees. If I just pay Jasmine, I think everything will be okay. So I think all the documentation you have proves your side, and they're in the wrong, and they're going to lose. They're going to lose. But, that's the way it goes. They're going to lose, and they know that going in. So, yes, in that case, settling is always better than paying 10 grand in lawyer fees for no reason at all. Black Swan, what's going on? Good to see you. Oh, my. We got a very generous donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. Mary P., I appreciate that. Black Swan has a question. Let's find out what it is. Can ever read with the tarot in Wonderland? You sure can. How is he feeling? I didn't reply to the message a month ago. Oh my. Black Swan, you didn't even bother replying to that message? After all that time, a month has passed, and you didn't reply to that message? Black Swan, let's find out how they're feeling, because it sounds like that you have abandoned that relationship, and now you're coming back like, oh, wait a minute, maybe. Mary P., you can ask me any questions. There you go. I got 2 questions in the queue. Thank you so much for your donation. Very generous. All right, I got the sniffles from the springtime weather that we're having in wintertime over here in Texas. So the allergies are coming out. No, I do not have COVID. Anyway, Black Swan, how's they feeling? I didn't really reply to any messages a month ago. Maybe I should have. Ace of Wands, they have completely forgotten about you at this point. The Hermit, they gave up. They're like, I sent Black Swan a message, and it has been a long ass time. And if they really liked me, then they would reply. But they didn't, so maybe they don't like me. I don't know what they're thinking. Ms. Rocky likes me. Thank you for your very generous donation. But the Hermit, yeah, it just says they kind of gave up and moved on. I would send another message. It's what I would say. Just go ahead, send another one. I mean, even if it's a casual message, I would send another one. And I do think that they had an Ace of Wands. They kind of liked it. They were, thinking maybe we'll do that. But anyway, the Two of Cups says that y'all can be together if you really want. You just got to send a message. You got to reply. Here's what I would do. Here's my advice. I would basically act like you never got the other message. Okay? Just be smooth about it. Just ping them and have some fun saying. What I would not do is say, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your message a month ago. I would not do that. Melody, thank you for your donation. I would just keep it smooth. I would say, look, how you doing? How's it going? And just act like you've never heard. Just act like you never heard from. It's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Anyway. And then if they, eventually they're going to say, hey, what? I sent you a message. Then you go, oh, you did? I never saw it. I'm so sorry. That's at least what I would do. Personally, what I would do. Okay. Dream Tarot for a weekend vibe. Let's get it done. Anyway. All right. Dream Tarot weekend vibe. Yeah, you just got to, you can't say, I'm sorry, I missed your message a month ago. Oh my God. I don't think that's going to work in any shape or form. But hey, it's your life. You do what you need to do. But anyway, Starlight, Star Bright, the Dream Tarot tonight, weekend vibe. Hopefully it's going to be a decent week. Stay home. Seven of Pentacles, stay home. You got some stuff to do at home. Either you got some stuff that you ain't been doing at home. Stay home. This is a time to clean up. This is a time to pick up some stuff, get some spring cleaning a little bit early. You got some stuff at home that needs to get taken care of. I would definitely address that. High Priestess talks about learning and developing spiritually as well this weekend. I think you got a couple of books sitting on the side collecting dust. I'd pick them up, and I would definitely do that. Weekend vibe looks like a spiritual weekend. It looks like a chill, casual, let's hang out and let's just do stuff casual, just stay in the pajamas the whole damn weekend, because it's the weekend. Who cares is what I'm saying. Weekend vibe looks pretty clean with that. Seven of Pentacles, you got somebody not proposing to you, but got somebody asking you for a favor, but asking you for a favor, SP, you did miss your second reading is what I'm saying. You asking about the traits for your marriage. So I did do that. Indeed. Joe, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Mr. Virgo is up and running tonight. All right. Renee's got a triple shot, and then we're going to Jessica's other question and then Mary P's question. Let's find out what's going on. Renee has a triple shot. Oh, man. Renee's first question. How does T feel about me after our big date? We can keep the Dream Tarot out and use that for the triple shot. Jasmine, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Is N ever going to reach out again? All right. We got you in the queue for now. Let's go with a YouTube user is back. Welcome, YouTube user. Good to see you as always. All right. We got everybody's asking about N. I'm just saying. We got YouTube user wants to know about N. Jasmine wants to know about N. And who else wanted to know about N? Was it somebody else? Linda wanted to know about N. There's a lot of people that want to know about N. I'm just saying. I know YouTube users N is Nelson, but I don't know about the rest of them. Anyway, okay, let's find out. How does T feel about me after our date? The Fool, they're pretty chill. They're kind of chill about this. I don't think they're all excited. I got to say that. Lady, welcome back. It's been a minute. How you doing? Knight of Pentacles. They're just going to sit and chill. they're kind of working on what you're going to do. They kind of want to get a feeling of how you're going to react to this, because right now they're kind of in between stage, right? The Fool says, hey, I'll go on the adventure. Let's go out again. Let's go out again. I think we got some things going on. I like it. Let's do some other stuff. Ace of Swords, though, it almost says like they're waiting for you. I don't know why, but they're waiting for you. Maybe they just want to appear a little bit more chill than they are. Maybe they got other stuff going on, but you know, it's a matter of that. It is a matter of just sort of waiting around for you to contact them at this point. YouTube user wants to know about A. There you go. Question below about A. All right. We got a lot of Nelsons out there tonight. Renee, second thing. Weekend reading. Let's get that done. Let's get that done. Reconciliation during a birthdays month. Okay. All right. Let's see. Birthday, February. Oh, you have birthdays on the same 2 days away. Wow. That is quite the coincidence. Okay. Let's find out. Weekend reading. You know, the Six of Pentacles. I think it's time to just do nice things for people this weekend. You got a couple of opportunities that are going to come up. I'm not going to lie. A couple of opportunities are just going to make their appearance where it's just like, oh, I can do this person a favor. I can do this person a solid, or, you know, somebody needs something and I can help this person out. This is a weekend to help somebody out, whether it be maybe volunteering somewhere, a weird opportunity to where somebody needs some help with, and you're the only person that's there that's able to help them. The Six of Pentacles talks about giving. It is a giving weekend. It feels like that. Justice card. Make sure you balance out the emotions this weekend. I think you're going to have strong emotions that are going to be negative, and you're going to have strong emotions that are going to be positive. You want to balance that out. You don't want to go to the extremes. Just keep in that middle ground and keep happy and keep grounded. Centered and grounded is where you need to be emotionally this weekend by far. I think the biggest thing is to have fun this weekend, the celebratory feel right after the justice. Balance those feelings out, have fun, make it a memorable weekend. I think you got a lot of cool things that you can jump into. I would jump into a couple of those and figure out where you want to be. But that seems like an entertaining and fun weekend indeed. Do I have Cash App? No, I do not. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I do have PayPal. That's pretty much all I got. That's all I have, because Square, I had an account with Square, okay? And so, okay, here's the story. I had an account with Square, you know, the company that takes that. The Square owns a bunch of other companies. Anyway, so Square pipes up and they ask me, sir, what are you selling on our platform? And I said, I'm selling tarot decks and tarot books on your platform. And they said, I'm sorry, but we do not allow you to sell that on our platform. And they banned me, and they banned my ass for selling tarot cards and tarot books. And I replied, well, I'll be damned, because Amazon sells tarot cards and they sell tarot books. Everybody else, my local bookstore, sells tarot cards, and they sell tarot books. Half the online retailers in the world sell tarot cards, and they sell tarot books. But for some reason, me is not allowed, because of your policies prevent people from selling tarot cards and tarot books. So, good riddance, Square. Goodbye, you know? Goodbye. They never replied to that. I mean, I wrote a big, long 2-paragraph letter that never replied. I didn't expect a reply, but I was kind of rude. But, you know, anyway, I mean, me being rude, it seems kind of counterintuitive. I know. Me being a smart aleck seems like it just wouldn't ever happen. But, you know, there's reality. Anyway, so, you know, the story time. You know, I got to say a story time break, and it's to complain about Square. Okay, anyway, all right. Renee, last thing. Is T going to be a good dad to date? No. T doesn't look decent. DS, thank you for your donation. I would kind of avoid T. You got some challenging cards here. You got a little bit of that 8 of Swords with the restrictions. It feels like that T is not available like you would like them to be available. T, ends up being a little bit of a pain in the booty the long term, and you end up dumping T just because that they're T. I'm just saying, T does not look like that, that they're going to be the best person to choose for a dating partner. Anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know. And the funny part is, when I wrote them the letter, I also included like 8 other people that are selling tarot cards and tarot books on Square. Because, I mean, tarot cards and tarot books seem to be okay on Square, but unless it's me. Anyway, I don't know. Noel, thank you for hanging out with us. Nerd Bane, welcome to the stream. You got this story time. Just right in time for the story time, Nerd Bane. Lucky, what's going on? Good to see you. And DS, thank you again for your donation. All right. We got the next read. Got the next read. It's going to be Jessica. How does the next 6 months look for me? All right, JT. I got a 6-month reading, and then we're going to go to Mary P's double reads. 6 months. This is the best time to invest. It seems like investing is really on target for you right now. Now, entertainment purposes only, never invest based upon a fat man who's banned from Square, reading cards on the internet. But the Page of Pentacles says this is a good time to invest. This is a good time to get on the ground floor of an investment that you are thrilled about. Page of Swords says open communication. Open communication is going to be key for you in 6 months. I'm really going to say that May, the end of May especially, is going to be key for communication. It's going to feel like it's Mercury retrograde. It might even be Mercury retrograde. But I would say just watch out at the end of May with your communication. Make sure it's perfectly clear. Make sure everything is settled with that. Because you have the 5 of Swords. I think after the end of May, as you're moving into June, you got a little bit of a challenge here. It feels like not really money-wise, but it just feels like emotionally. Things are pulling on you. Things are just not going your way. So I definitely think you need to get settled and get grounded before we hit that. So there is your 6 month. Story time is the best part of the stream. Salvia, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You love story time. It's good that somebody likes story time. I gotta tell you this truth. I just gotta tell you the truth. Yesenia, my relationship with a boyfriend seems to be becoming cold and distant. Are we gonna be breaking up? Yesenia, cold and distant ain't no good. You gotta do something about that. And Mary P will be next with the double read. Anyway, let's find out what is going to happen with that relationship with a boyfriend. Seems to be becoming a distant. Are we going? Is it going to be fixable? Is it going to be fixable? I think it's perfectly fixable. It's a stage. Okay. It's a stage with the boyfriend. You gotta kind of put up with it. I'm just saying, you got to kind of put up with it, right? You got the Lovers into the 2 of Pentacles. You are going to reach a point where you have a throwdown with a boyfriend. I'm not gonna lie. You got to reach a point where you have a throwdown with a boyfriend. You're going to say, look, you're working my nerves. You're cold, you're distant, you don't seem to be interested at all. The 2 of Pentacles, either crap or get off the toilet. We need to do something here. The 2 of Pentacles says, I'm not putting up with this, whatever's going through, because I think they're going through a stage. The Lover says they still think everything's okay. They still think there's a tight connection here. But the Ace of Wands are not willing to put the effort forth to make it happen. And that a lot of times that happens. I'm going to say now the Ace of Wands, a lot of times people are just too lazy to make relationships work when everything kind of is bad emotionally for them. They just kind of go into themselves. They become the hermit. 9 of Pentacles says it works out. I wouldn't be concerned about it. They're going through a stage. See if the stage will just progressively get better. If not, you need to do a 2 Pentacles moment and have a throwdown with them and say, look, this is a tarot throwdown as recommended by Tarot Oracle. You need to crap or get off the pot with this relationship. I know you're having a hard time. It seems that you're just sort of way out there, but you need to at least try to keep this thing going and run it. Keep the car running. You know what I mean? Even you got to put gas in the car. You can't just let it run out of gas. Guides want to give us some direction. Clumsy wants to know. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Before we do that, we got to go to Mary P. Mary P has been waiting literally forever. Mary P has been waiting literally forever. The question number 1 is going to be A and I this weekend. There we go. And question number 2 is going to be Valentine's. Valentine's. Okay. Let's find out what is going to happen. Ooh, Lucky wants to know about Valentine's too. I mean, it's a Valentine's kind of weekend is what I'm saying. That's coming up Monday. Hopefully y'all got your flowers in, you know, all the orders for all the flowers. You know, I got my flower order in. I got 2 dozen roses in the queue. I'm just saying, I got the 2 dozen deluxe roses in the queue because it's Valentine's Day and you gotta step up to the plate on Valentine's Day is what I'm saying. So I'm trying. I got the 2 dozen roses in the queue. And we're going to eat Sunday. We're going to eat Sunday. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what is going on. So you know, got to do the nice restaurant, the big flower presentation, and all this other stuff. That's mandatory. It's mandatory, or you probably get dumped. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say. I'm just not saying it. All right. Anyway, A and I this weekend. Oh man, it's like is A going to show up? It feels like A is not going to show up. Bottom line with this, I think it's going to go okay. It really is going to go okay. You have this challenge, like we're not expecting A to show up, or A has been a little bit maybe cold and distant, just like the previous reading. You do have a little bit of out in the cold. It feels like A is just leaving you out in the cold at this point, right? Leaving you out in the cold. It feels like that as far as it goes. Now, this weekend, I think you disagree on what you want to do. I really but I think it works out okay, though. The sun, right? It feels like the sun, everything works out okay. We have a disagreement. I basically find out like, hey, where do you want to, what are we going to do here? Make a decision. Let's do, you kind of know me. I know you. Let's find something it feels like that you're going to be going somewhere. It feels like that you're going to be meeting. It feels like you're at least going to be talking at a minimum. But it feels like that A is not going to show up. I just keep getting that through this entire thing. Queen of Wands. It looks okay. I mean, it looks all right. So, you know, I don't know. I'm getting mixed messages about A this weekend. That is for sure. It's like A is a bit on the unexpected side or something. Like what's going on with A? A bit on the unexpected side, or something else is happening with it. You know, at least something's going on there. Mary, something's going on there. So I'm telling you now, something's going on with that A. All right, Scorps like variety and romance. Well, you know, I'm not a variety romance kind of person. I mean, you know, I'm kind of boring. I'm a Virgo. What do you want from me? What do you need to do for a great Valentine's Day date? Man, just go out. Just go out and have fun. The thing is, you need to make your own Valentine's Day date fun. You need to make your own path and make it fun. I wouldn't rely on anybody, quite frankly. I'd make my own thing, right? I'd make my own thing, is what I'm saying. I'd make my own thing. Mary, I think you're going somewhere. I do. But why do I keep seeing that somebody's not going to show up? It feels like that. Mary, but I think the overriding theme is you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere. The sun, we're getting out. We're moving out. Anyway, all right. Valentine's Day. I'd make my own path here. You're talking about celebration with friends, celebration with day, celebration with somebody. Plans change. We know that. It seems that's maybe where I'm getting that other thing. Plans change, right? Plans change. Why is the death card and the temperance here? Plans change for the better. And I think sometimes when plans change, we kind of look at that as a challenge, but I think plans changing could be for the better in this case. Page of Wands says just make your own path. Really make your own path. Make it special. Make it fun. And I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be pretty good. So what I need to do, I mean, as far as your actions, your presentation kind of thing, you got to make it just fun. Make it fun. No matter what happens, make it fun. Get a backup plan if need be, and just make it fun. I think Valentine's Day is going to be fun for you because you're going to make it that way. I mean, you're asking me what you need to do, not what A needs to do or what B needs to do. I'm just saying for you, I would make a bunch of different plans and definitely have backups, and I would just make it fun, make it entertaining, and just do it. Just go out there and have fun, and don't rely on anybody else for that fun. But that's just me. That is just me with all of that stuff. If you aren't doing the same thing all the time, I kind of am doing the same thing all the time. I'm a Virgo. Mary P, absolutely plan the date. Get it done. Love reading for the clumsy clairvoyant. We still haven't gotten to. Can I have some direction from my guys? Are we happy to do that? Jasmine did already say thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, yes, Mary, plan for the date. Mary, go, plan for it. Go forth, plan, get it done. I think it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Anyway, okay. Man, speaking of not all right, though, clumsy. Direction from my guides. I think the direction that you're getting is not the right direction. It just feels like it's not the right direction. You got a little bit of the heartbreak or a little bit of a challenge coming through here, or things not going in the direction that you would like it to be. I think you're being led on the wrong direction, quite frankly. I mean, clumsy clairvoyant is what I'm saying. I'm just, clumsy clairvoyant. I'm just saying. It feels like that you just need to change the direction. And I think you've been kind of seeing this. You've been kind of seeing this from some of the guys. It's almost like you're getting a little bit of one direction from one, another direction from another. And I think your dreams are carrying you in a third direction where you have the three. I think it's time to restart, get a new beginning, get a new start, get a fresh reboot. I think that's going to be where you're sort of aimed at. Get a reboot about where we're going spiritually. Where do I need to be in 6 months? Make some goals with that. I think that's really going to fix a lot of things. It's going to repair it. It's going to band-aid some things, but overall, the Lord of Victory next to a King of Wands, it does say sort of go forth with a lot of energy, with a lot of fiery energy, and get that done, So I think basically reboot, reevaluate where you're headed, and, figure out what the new plan is, because I think you're kind of in a weird direction at this point. At least that's what the cards say with that. Let's find a strength. Love reading for the weekend. What kind of love can we get into? It's a lovey weekend. I mean, we need a lot of love emotes. We got like 4 love emotes. We're probably going to use them all. I'm not going to lie. Probably going to use them all. All right. Love reading for the weekend. If I'm in love, I'm going to be using the Bumbleberry Hollows Tarot deck is what I'm saying. It's what I'm going to be using with that. Okay. But Mary, plan for the date. Mary, you just got to plan for the date, Mary. Just go for it. Plan for the date. Don't look back. Don't look back, Mary. All right. Justice card. Hermit and the Ten of Cups. The double major up front. The love reading says that keep things in perspective, or keep things in perspective. Keep things in that mode where you want everything to be balanced out. You want everything to be steady, because I think steadiness in love, predictability in love, and overall just sort of, making things happen is going to be important with the Justice card, especially next to the Hermit. It feels like you have some illumination coming in love, because there are some confusing things that you're seeing. Strength. There are some confusing things that you're seeing. It's almost like that things are dark and you're not able to see every part of it, or you're not able to see some things into the future. It's like your intuition just turned off, or just it stopped functioning or something. Lucky. Thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. By the way, speaking of love, I need to leave at 7:30. So about 7:10, we're going to lock down the readings, which is way, way early, but, I got to go eat tonight. Speaking of love, but the Hermit, you're illuminating things up front coming soon. You're going to find some illumination that is coming this weekend. So it's kind of like, oh, this is becoming more clear. This is becoming more vibrant, and this is becoming more obvious. Because I think the Ten of Cups says you have a lot of good things coming your way, but you need to sort of plan and see them before that happens. You need to plan and see them before that actually happens. All right, we'll do the Bumbleberry Hollows, another one. The cuteness. I mean, there is the cuteness. Okay, Jezelinda. Do you have a soulmate or a twin flame? Ooh, we got Dakota wants to know about twin flame. It's a twin flame night. I mean, it's a twin flame night. It is cute indeed. But you know what also is cute? You know what also is? You know what also is cute? Wait, who said Nakona? Do you know what also is cute? I mean, while we got cute stuff out here, I mean, if I'm gonna say the tasty taro, that's cute as well. The tasty taro. You got moon made of cheese with a rat on it. And the howling of the dog is sort of making sure that the lobster, crustacean, crab, whatever it is, makes it to the moon on time. So they're on a journey, not outside of water into land, but they are on the real journey. The real journey. Okay. Anyway, do I have a soulmate or a twin flame? King of Swords, yes. 5 Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is kind of the weird one here. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Now, this is a physical soulmate. By the way, in case you're like, I have no idea what a physical soulmate is, you haven't watched the soulmate video that I have link in the description. The soulmate video. You have 3 types of soulmates. Okay, you have physical, you have mental, and you have emotional. You're looking for a physical soulmate. You do have one coming. Now, since there's 3 types, you can have more than one in one lifetime or what have you. But I think your next one basically is a physical soulmate. King of Swords kind of points to that. No pun intended. King of Swords into a 5 of Pentacles, into the Knight of Pentacles. The stability, the physicality of the physical soulmate is there indeed. 5 of Pentacles says that they're kind of on that physical soulmate where they just having a rough time. If one of the traits of a physical soulmate is it just starts off with a big bang and it's really harsh about midway through, right? HK, thank you for your donation, but you just got to kind of put up with it. So this, even though it's a soulmate, you just kind of put up with it and just go forth and do the best you can with it. But the big bang, the initial thing, physical soulmates are amazing. They're the best ones. They're sort of the true soulmate that you kind of hear about and it's watch on the movies and whatnot. The King of Swords talks about this person being very, very present, have a good presence. When they walk in the room, a lot of people just know that they're there. It's very difficult not to know that they're kind of there. Mary P, I didn't mean to confuse you. Mary P has another donation. Thank you, Mary P, for your other very generous donation. I mean, Mary P, for this much, you can just get a private reading. I mean, we just get Mary P. Let's schedule a private reading. How about we do that? Do you want to do that, Mary P? Let me know, Mary P. We can do a private reading for you. Anyway, let me know if you just want to switch to that. We could just spend 20 minutes on the phone, and I can do all this. Let me know. I'm available on tomorrow. Actually, I'm available I can be available tomorrow if you want to do that. Anyway, we're going to pop up okay, anyway, can they be in one? Well, Nakona, I need to do a live session, I need to do a live session and answer a lot of soulmate things. They can, okay, you do have a double soulmate or the triple soulmate. Anyway, I don't have time. Basically, I don't have time to dive deep into that, but that's a very good question. But anyway, Mary, do you want to do a private reading? I could do it tomorrow, almost any time tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, you get one free. You already paid for basically a private reading anyway. Hit me up on Instagram or email me. Email's here. Instagram is up here. Just wait for it. Anyway, and Andrew linked the Instagram as well. You want to know about us tonight, about our weekend and V-Day. Oh, well, sorry. Okay. Okay, well, I got you in the queue. Anyway, so that is going to pop up the ending soon. Any more donations? Nerds Bane and Mary P will be the last donations. And then I got to go at 7:30. Anyway, the King of Swords, 5 Pentacles. Anyway, but you do have a physical soulmate coming. You do have one. Yes, that is. Watch my videos about all of the traits of a physical soulmate because it is pretty cool and fun at the same time. So watch those videos and get all of that. Anyway, was my ex-hubby my twin flame? Let's find out about that. The ex-hubby. That'll be interesting. Fine. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram because we can do private. Well, never mind. You're not doing private reading. Hit me up on Instagram anyway. Whatever. Hit me up on Instagram. Okay. Were they my soulmate? No, I think they were a very powerful connection. I think this was a time in both of your lives where you needed this connection. right? So that's sort of a karmic thing. Where you needed this, there's a time both of your lives where you needed this connection of the Two of Cups into the King of Pentacles. It was about comfort. It was about relationship. It was about you both need this at this time. And I think that's what is primary importance right here. Knight of Swords says we just got to go in it. We just got to engage in it. We just got to go forth. But I think it was a very powerful connection. It's a very good connection as well. But I just don't think that this was a soulmate. I just don't see a lot of predominantly soulmate cards with this. It's more of a, this is what we needed in our lives at this time, and it worked great. It worked out great. Ms. Rocky, thank you for your very generous donation, for all the knowledge you share. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much, Ms. Rocky. You are very kind indeed. I greatly appreciate you. Melody, why did Stefan block me? Oh, why do people be blocking everybody? That's what I'm saying. We got too many blocks. Too many blocks. We need to unblock and just share and share. Speaking of sharing, the little Buddha tarot tiles is what I'm saying. Oh, look at that. They all fell out. The little Buddha tarot tiles, they already fell out. We got little Buddha tarot everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for this. We're going for the gusto right now. We do need to zoom in. We do need to zoom in. That's one thing with the little Buddha tarot tiles. You can't neglect the zoom. All right, let's find out. Why did Stefan block me on this particular matter? Or why do they block me in general? Can I get it focused? Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. They had to move on. This is somebody that's got to move on. They just need to move on at this point. I don't think they can just drag it out anymore. I don't think they can settle with what they had anymore. The Queen of Cups, the passion just drained out of them is what I'm saying. Just drained out. Nothing you can do with that. They had to move on. You got a knight and another knight. We got to get going. We just got to get going. A little bit, almost a full action in here. We just got to get a move on with that. A double queen being reversed. The Queen of Swords. It's almost like that they were just getting upset about something. I don't think that they were getting upset for a good reason. It was just like something in their head, it just kept bothering them with that. The Emperor, they had to take charge. They had to block and they had to move on and go about the next thing, go about into the next thing. And I think it's a good thing. I don't think you really want to deal with them when they're upset. Like the Incredible Hulk, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. They say, Bruce Banner, you wouldn't like him when he's angry. Okay, Jasmine is ever going to reach out to me again? I don't know. This is not YouTube user. This is Jasmine. Because YouTube user has a quad shot after this. He was terrible, so I'm relieved. Ain't nobody got time for terrible men. Ain't nobody got time for terrible men. You need high quality is what I'm saying. Speaking of high quality, we're going to go right here with this beautiful deck right here, which I don't have the book to. No, I don't have a book. No, I don't. Okay, anyway, the Phantom Tarot. A lot of people, if you ever want to know what a deck is, just leave a comment. Leave a comment and say, hey, the deck at time code 32 minutes, 42 seconds. What the hell was that? And I'll be happy to answer you. I read every single comment. I read every single comment for 12 years, 1,700 videos. I've read every single comment that you people type up. And I thank you very much for all your support over the years. I've been here 12 years. I've read every comment, every one of them. You know how many comments I've missed? Zero comments I've not read on this channel. So if you comment something, I know it. J. Lou, welcome to the stream. J. Lou, if you're new, speaking of which, I've been on this channel for 12 years, J. Lou. J. Lou, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of dedication. If you love me, J. Lou, you have to love me. Look at these hands. Look at these veiny hands. These are beautiful. Hit that like and sub button. It makes me want to go for another 12 years. Okay, but without square, ain't nobody got time for square. Six of Cups, yes, they're gonna reach out more casual than anything else. I'm gonna have to be honest with you. They're gonna reach out, but it's gonna be really casual. The Six of Cups is not like a lover's card. Jasmine, I love you. I've never want to be without you again in my life.
I love you.
Please contact. It's not like that. It's a little bit of a casual 6 of cups into a page of wands. I'm not taking a lot of action, but I do want to reach out with Jasmine. I do want to, just reach out and tickle Jasmine a little bit. 8 of swords says, I'm not really in that stage where I'm just going to go all in, right? This is not a diving full into the pool. I'm going to stick a couple of toes into the pool. And just hope for the best. And hope for the best. Hope Jasmine loves me too. Because Jasmine, if you love them, it'll be all right. It'll be all right indeed. Anyway, I got the quad shot for YouTube user. Question below. Another question below. Another question below. Okay, we got 3 question belows. Hopefully they all showed up, or this is going to be a long night. Oh, we did. We got a feedback. Will the coordinator give me? Because I helped people return back to work from leave, hoping they give me some damn good feedback because I worked it. I'm up there. I'm making things happen. I'm just getting leads. I'm working. Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. They gave you okay feedback. I mean, they're getting you okay feedback. I don't think people are just too excited about anything up there. I think your work environment kind of sucks. I mean, I haven't said this yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I think that work environment kind of sucks because there's too much competition. Everybody's kind of cutthroat a little bit. They gave you some feedback. It was pretty good. But it wasn't like that glowing, amazing feedback that you need after working your butt off. I'm just saying, but they gave you good feedback. So that, that's what you kind of need. You just need some feedback. I think that place is kind of toxic, quite frankly. I mean, entertainment purposes only. I'm telling you, I think that the place is kind of a little bit on toxic side because that level of competition is a little too high. But that's just me. I'm sitting over here in my nice little warm room. Okay, well, it's not nice. I mean, I got tarot cards everywhere. The place is kind of dusty, and the walls look kind of funky, and it smells weird. But I'm sitting here in a nice warm place. But I'm just saying, it feels like a little toxic. Okay. Anyway, the chances of me and A reconciling during the birthday month. Okay, we're 2 days away. The 2 days away. 6 of Pentacles says that y'all wish each other happy birthday, but that's kind of it. I mean, I'm not saying this is going to be like this monumental thing to where you, like in a movie, to where you reunite and they hold up the stereo that's playing In Your Eyes song and, like the movie. Now, I don't think that's going to happen, but the devil says that, there's kind of an undertone about the whole thing. I do think we're still coming back in March, but there's kind of an undertone about the whole thing where they're just like, I don't know. I would definitely wish them happy birthday. Definitely wish them happy birthday, okay? I'm just telling you now. I think that's going to be important. Doing my first team manager coverage from March with Krista. How will I perform? Okay. Got a little bit of a coverage happening over there. How are we going to perform? What are we going to do? Is it going to be half decent? Hopefully, Krista will like you at the end of the day, because if she doesn't, who cares? Get another job. No, not literally. Entertainment purposes only, never get another job based upon a fat man who got banned from Square reading cards on the internet. 5 of Pentacles, 6. Okay, the 5 and the 8 of Pentacles. Ooh. I think you do quite well. I think you do. This is something to where they know you can be trusted. They know that you are reliable. And that is half the battle. That is literally half the battle. You are reliable. Like G.I. Joe, knowledge is half the battle. The 5 of Pentacles, it says, man, that's kind of rough. You had a lot of things you don't know how to do. You're having to guess a lot of stuff. You're having to ask way too many questions. But at the end of the day, the 8 of Pentacles, you did a good job. And now you can be trusted with that. Now you're kind of a go-to person for this. 7 of Wands, it says, make sure you're getting paid for that, though. Make sure you're getting paid for any of this extra stuff is what that is. KD, you missed story time, KD. KD, you missed story time. Basically, I sold tarot cards and tarot books. And they said that's against their policy. So now I can't sell tarot cards and tarot books on Square. But, that's what they said. That's what they said. They said that is against our policy. Even though Amazon sells them, I can't sell them. But that's okay. That's all right. Because PayPal still loves me, right? I'm still selling on PayPal and Etsy and Amazon. They like me. They like me. But yeah, occult materials. This is not, that's not really a cult. I don't know. Anyway, occult materials, story time. Everybody comes for story time. That is all about it. What is next for me in Love? DS wants to know. Man, my Nintendo DS. I'm just saying, it's one of my favorite things in the world. Mary P, you're still in the queue. Mary P, you're after Lucky. You're after Lucky. Okay, it's a payment processor, But anyway, so no, the sad part is, a lot of people still go over there and try to buy stuff. And they message me. They're like, hey, I tried to buy that and it doesn't come up. I'm like, well, let me, go to Etsy. Etsy, happily take your money. Anyway, what's next for me in Love? Seven of Swords, somebody coming back from the past. Speaking of tarot books, if you don't have my tarot book, it talks about the Seven of Swords being a returning lover. It is the tarot guidance available on Etsy. Etsy be happy to sell all of the good stuff, right? Etsy loves to sell my tarot books and the tarot. Yeah, the Etsy's a place to be. Returning lover is what it's about. Returning lovers. And this time it works out well. This is one of the instances where you're wondering, why did this not work out in the first time? It's like all of a sudden everything just didn't mix. It didn't flow. It didn't have that nice flow and all of this other stuff. It just feels like that just didn't work out. And you're like, why? We didn't really have anything bad that broke us up. We didn't have anything that was just like challenging on all this other stuff. But the Nine of Cups says it works out a lot better this time. The Fool says, let's take an adventure and let's go on it. Even though we haven't really band-aided anything up, I think this person has grown a lot since the last time that you have seen them. We're willing to do the Fool, willing to do the Queen of Swords. Don't let them take advantage of you. That's the key point with the Queen of Swords. Don't let them take advantage of you. Keep stand your ground with some of this stuff. Don't let them take advantage of you. That's going to be one of the key points. But that is what's next for you in love. Look at the side of this deck. The side of this deck. Ooh, actually have a little bit of a nick on the side of the deck. Look at that. I mean, I use the crap out of this deck. I've been using the crap out of this deck for like a year. And it's just now showing wear. I don't know what do they do? And when they're making tarot cards, it make them this durable. Because it's like, it feels like they could survive a nuclear blast. Like some of these cards could literally survive a nuclear blast. I don't know what's going on with that. This is just high quality. Anyway, March, April, love, read, non-existent life, too busy. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to do. YouTube user, you're always busy. It's the way it is. I would focus on my career. The bottom line, YouTube user, feels like focusing on your career is going to be prudent right now because that is what's going to pay off, right? Because A's interaction doesn't pay off. N's interaction doesn't pay off. Focus on you. Focus on your career. You are getting steamrolled over there. You are getting tested. Make that your primary concern, your primary focus, and that is where you need to be. Anyway, speaking of which, March and April, you're looking at the moon. It's really time to get centered again, to get focused one more time, because that is going to be important. Because as you get these opportunities that are coming up with new people, you want to be very centered, very focused, and very sort of in your comfort zone, because you don't want to be led around by these people again. You want to be in control. You want to have that power. Because Death said there's going to be a little bit of change now, because you're making the demands, you're making the rules, and you're coming in. Because you're focused, because you're centered, and because you know where things are going. I think that's the thing to get right now, right? Get emotionally stable. Work on emotional stability. Work on esteem. Work on your work. Work on the pride that you have in the stuff that you do and the life that you live. So when you come into somebody, people are coming into your life rather than you bending over backwards to go into their life. I think that's what's, I think that's where it is focused. So that is my read for the next couple of months. Get centered, focus on your work, make yourself a success, and let everything else just go by the wayside. If you got love, you got love, but make sure that you're centered enough to where you can control it rather than somebody just drag you here and there and everywhere. Lucky has a double shot read tonight. What will happen on Valentine's Day for me? And what does S think of me? By the way, we're ending in 11 minutes. We're ending in about 11 minutes. So we're ending in about 11 minutes, and we're going to go eat with Christina. So there you go. What will happen on Valentine's Day for me? High Priestess, Eight of Cups, and the Hermit. It looks like an alone Valentine's Day. It looks, I mean, this is kind of a challenge. This is kind of a challenge card. It's kind of a challenge spread over here. You're looking at the Hermit with the Eight of Cups, the abandonment, you know what I mean? That we're just not making the plans. The plans may not work out, or the plans may be challenged, or may not just be content at the end of the plans. Overall, it feels like just get settled and have fun, just doing what you do. Eight of Cups into the Hermit. A lot of stuff sort of focused on yourself. Be focused on yourself and have fun and enjoy the way it is. The High Priestess says you have some knowledge coming that affects Valentine's Day a little bit. A little bit of knowledge headed your way that forces in that eight and forces in that Hermit feel. But overall, you know, just have fun with it, because you don't always have to rely on anybody. You don't always have to rely on somebody. What does S think of me? Speaking of that. And gave me thank you, sir. There you go. YouTube user. I'm always trying to give you good advice. YouTube user's been around. YouTube user, I think, has paid my mortgage last month. I don't know. What does S think of me? Let's find out. Are you live on Sunday? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let me determine. If I'm not, I'll post something. If I'm not, I'll post something. Anyway, what does S think of me? Three of Wands and the Knight of Cups. They like you. They like you. They've been liking you. They have some sort of a draw to you. The Knight of Cups is Mr. Romance. It does point to I have a draw to you. I'm drawn in your direction. I'm drawn into that passionate part. But the Three of Wands, it says they've been looking at you for a while. The S looks pretty good. I mean, if they don't got Valentine's Day plans, tell them, hey, I got the Hermit, right? Can we fix this? S, you got a Nine of Cups, you Mr. Romance, romance me, right? And let's get the Valentine's Day plans going. Christina, welcome to the stream. Christina, he's taking me to dinner Sunday. There you go. All right. Let's see. HK, will physical romantic things happen with Peyton? With Peyton? I don't know. Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning? I don't know. If Peyton Manning, let's see. Let's find out. Let's find out with that. Let's find out if Peyton Manning's available for you. With physical, romantic things happening. Ooh.
Music to make love to.
Maybe. The Princess of Swords and the Universe. It is quite possible indeed. I think it is very possible here, all right? You're looking at a Queen of Swords. This is something where it does take that motion. It does take that movement, and they're pretty excited about it. Universe, the world is your oyster literally here. So I do think there is quite a good possibility with Peyton Manning, and I think it looks pretty decent. Princess of Swords means that there's something weird about it, though. It sort of weirds you out a little bit. Not 100%, but it does weird you out a little bit. So be prepared to be like, this is kind of unusual. I'm not sure how to take this kind of thing. But, you know, overall, I'm going with a thumbs up on that. I think that there will be physical and romance with Peyton Manning. I mean, you know, Peyton Manning may be available. Didn't he retire? Lucky, we already did that. Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine. When will new love come in for me? Let's find out. Audie, we're not taking any more questions tonight. Audie, we will be here tomorrow, though. Audie, please come back. We're here every night, Audie. Every night for 12 years we've been here. Well, not literally. When will the love come in for me? You got some good lovins coming, definitely in September. Before then, you have a long distance relationship that just kind of peters out, no pun intended. Ace of Wands. You got a little bit of a long distance relationship. You meet somebody with that. Christina, I'm going to have to actually get your reading tomorrow, oddly, because we're ending soon. Thank you for your donation, Christina. I appreciate that. The Ace of Wands, or we can do the reading at dinner. I mean, we can do the reading at dinner, you know. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is pretty cool here. I mean, you got a potential for somebody long distance, not going to be exactly in the mode that you want it. It kind of doesn't work as well as you wanted it to. It's kind of going to peter out a little bit. Your main thrust, no pun intended, is coming in the nine of cups, which is in September. You have a big love in September. You have a nice love in September, something you can really look forward to and have fun with. Five of Swords says don't try too hard with it. Right? Just don't try too hard with it. If that's going to be all right, don't try too hard with it. That's definitely one of the things with that. Dinner tarot. See, you take a tarot read, you take that in there and all of that stuff. We got Nerd's Bane and we got Mary P. Mary P, girlfriends aren't immune. I mean, yeah, girlfriends are not immune to anything. That's true. That's true. All right, Mary P has 3 questions that we need to get to in a very short period of time because we need to go eat with Christina. So Christina donated. Okay, here we go. All right, Christina donated, and we got to be. That's right. I'm just saying. We got the sound effects. It's not pervy. It's just sound effects. Nurse Bane, what are the energies on my lovely anti-Valentine's Day weekend? I mean, Nerds Bane, that's what I'm talking about. Nerds Bane is just like, Festivus for the rest of us. That's what Nerds Bane is like, Festivus for the rest of us. They got their own Valentine's day coming. Maybe a little bit of an Al Bundy type of thing, with that... I don't know. From the Married with Children. I don't think Married with Children would survive today. I think that would be taken off the air mighty quick. Anyway, energy, anti-Valentine's Day, 6 of Swords. I think you got other people that'll join you on this. Getting out to the bar, getting some friends in there and having some fun with that, right? The 6 of Swords. Let's gather some friends around. Let's do some fun stuff. Let's do some cool stuff. And that's what you need to do. Just gather up some friends for this anti-Valentine's Day because ain't nobody got time for love. The Star. I think this is something that takes off. I'll be honest with you. I think it's something that just takes off. You need a snappy name for it, like a catchy name for it. You know what I'm saying? Like go Married with Children. Go watch some of those episodes and heist maybe some of his ideas or something. I don't know. The Star, except in reverse. The Star says this really does take off. I think it does. It's like, I ain't got time for it. Okay, the Star, this just takes off. Ace of Swords, you do need to communicate with other people about it because I think there is a catch where you don't want to be alone and just be alone. And you want to be with other people. You want to have some support. You want to have some cool stuff and have some awesome stuff happening with that. Justin, welcome to the stream. What's going on? But the Ace of Swords says communicate this, get it out there, make a social media post, get a catchy name for it, and that is going to be fun. The Fool, get out there and do it and have fun. Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody's going to get in your way. Nobody's going to stop you. Get out there, have fun, make it happen. That is it. Now, Mary P has a triple donation. Mary P, you are right now, and you get the best deck that is available, and that is mine, indeed, with the Waterfall Tarot. Waterfall Tarot is up here, right? Boba Fett, what show? Haven't even watched the Boba Fett yet. Question number 1. What will happen between... Oh, wait a minute. I clicked the wrong thing. Question number 1. Should I wait for Anthony to reach out first to me this weekend? All right, let's type these up. We got MP. 1 is A, reach out first. 2 is plan our date, how go, and 3, explain distance. Okay, let's find out. So the first one is about reaching out. Should I wait for Anthony to reach out first to me this weekend? No, I would reach out to them. I'd make that communication and provide the specifications to this. Provide the specifications. In other words, hey, we need to do this weekend. I would provide them exactly what you have in mind, how it's going to go, and provide all the specs, right? Because they're providing specifications in here. And definitely look out and reach out to them, because if you don't, I think there are some changes coming in the plans with that. Page of Wands says, don't wait for them to do anything. I wouldn't wait for them to do anything. I would just go straight in. Go straight in, go in confident, and say, hey, let me, here's what I think we should do this weekend, and then get a response, because the response is going to tell you everything, including question number 2. Will he plan the date for this weekend and Valentine's Day? And how will that date go? Will he plan it? I think he has some ideas, but no firm plans. I think he's just lazy right now. I mean, I'm sorry. I think he's just lazy right now. Anthony is not in the mode where they're just going full steam ahead. They're a little bit on the lazy side. The Temperance is like they're trying to find balance between two worlds. They're not sure how to get it or where to go with that. Nine of Pentacles says they'd be glad. They would be glad. They would be glad to go and do something. But the Ace of Wands is almost like they're relying on you to do it. Why are they so lazy? Why are they so lazy? It's like they've checked out. Mary, I'm telling you, it's like they've just checked out for some reason. They've just checked out of the whole thing. I think it'll go okay. I mean, Nine of Pentacles is an okay date. Ace of Wands is an okay initiative, an okay thing if we can get out there and do it. Will he explain why he has been distant? I mean, there is a level of them checking out. There is a level of laziness. There is a level where they're just not getting anything, where they've checked out of a lot of things. Are they having some emotional issues? Are they having some things happen over there that are kind of getting them down or making them stressed out or getting them a little bit on the downside? The King of Pentacles next to the Eight of Cups. It's like what is important to them has been abandoned. It feels like they have lost a control, or they have lost some excitement. What has been important to them has been abandoned. They've abandoned something that was critical, that was important, that made them in there. They're not really sharing everything either. I mean, they're not really sharing a lot right now. They're kind of withdrawn. They're kind of doing their own thing. They're kind of going their own way, and they're not exactly in the sharing mood right now with that. It's almost like no matter what they get presented, they don't like it, right? They're just like, no, no, no. No matter what they're doing, they don't like it. No matter what is being presented to them, they just don't like it. They're in a mood. They're in a mood. They're in a mode where they're not taking initiative. They feel like they're down. A lot of things have been abandoned that they were excited about, and they're just kind of lost in the ether at this point. But that is my read, and that is kind of where we're going with that. So there is all of your questions. Again, I'm on Instagram. If anybody needs a private reading, you can get a private reading by emailing me at tarot.and.coffee@gmail.com. In the meantime, I'm out of here. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.